Open Heavens on the Go, Saturday, July 6th, 2024. Topic: Divine Setup. Memory verse: Genesis 22:18. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. Bible reading: 1 Kings 3:4-15. And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon that altar. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and God said, Ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, Thou hast shewed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father. And I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? And the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, Because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And he came to Jerusalem and stood before the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and offered up burnt offerings, and offered peace offerings, and made a feast to all his servants. The message. The first time I read 1 Kings 3:4-15, after being born again, I thought to myself, how did Solomon think of offering God 1,000 burnt offerings? This made me carry out a background check, and I discovered a secret. In 2 Samuel 12:24-25, the Bible tells us that God loved Solomon as soon as he was born. His father named him Solomon, but God named him Jedidiah, meaning beloved of the Lord. Because God loved Solomon, he wanted an opportunity to bless him in a way that nobody would be able to query him. So, he set him up by putting it in his heart to do something nobody had ever done before. That way, he also could do for Solomon what he had never done for anyone before. When I joined RCCG in 1973, when there was any need in the church, they will ask only the children of God to wait behind. In those days, children of God meant those that are truly born again and know it. One day, my wife and I waited behind, and the general superintendent said, "We have an urgent need that must be met this week. Every one of you should go and close your bank accounts and bring whatever money you have there to the church." On Monday, my wife and I closed our savings accounts and took the money to church. The following Sunday, the general superintendent said again that the children of God should wait behind. We waited. He announced that the need had been met, and we all rejoiced. Then he asked the question, "How many of you closed your account as I instructed?" My wife and I raised our hands, and when we looked around, no other hand was raised. Immediately, I thought to myself, I hope I am not going crazy with this Christianity of mine. Then God spoke to me, "Son, you are not mad. I am allowing you to do what others have not done, so that when I take you to where I am taking you, nobody will be able to query me. The rest is history." It was a divine setup. When God places it in your heart to give Him something, He is only setting you up for greatness. If you obey, you will be rejoicing later in future. But if you disobey, you will have missed a miracle. Whether you give or not, God has numerous ways to meet His need. The one who is really in need is you. Prayer point. Father, please help me not to miss your divine setup for my greatness. In Jesus' name. Bible reading in 1 year. Proverbs 24-26. Hymn for today. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah. The Open Heavens is written by Pastor E.A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. God bless you.